At BK, we have it your way.
You will die.
Welcome back to Hexbots. Heat I. Last time we saw Blacksmith and Quicksilver 2 advanced and passed over Fabulous Jeff and a very almost vengeful Dark Matter. Anyways, we've got 2 hammer saws, Russian roulettes, and a robot that won't stop eating Burger King's Whoppers. We got Scorcher facing the War Spiders and Quarter Pounder facing Sawblaze. I'm really excited to see Quarter Pounder. It's so adorable but dangerous at the same time. Why? Well, enough of that. Let's just get started with Scorcher and the War Spiders. 3, 2, 1, activate. Let the battle begin. Scorcher versus the War Spiders. Scorcher has an actual saw blade, which is something the real life creators didn't even think of. Well, not exactly. Scorcher coming down with that hammer saw, attacking the blue War Spider, codename 06. Yeah, that's clever. Think of a name for your different robots and you come up with a code number. That's stupid. Anyways, Scorcher attacking the War Spiders. The only robots from Russia. Please don't make me say any Russian jokes in the comments. Please. War Spiders doing nothing. Scorcher still firing away with that hammer saw. It's so beautiful. And it's from Turkey. Not the animal, but the actual, the actual country of Turkey. So it's Turkey versus Russia. This is kind of stupid. Anyways, Scorcher, I think they missed an opportunity of trying to lift one of them over, but it doesn't look like Scorcher has an advantage. I think it means that their saw is, well, it won't actually spin. And that's very troublesome for a robot that looks so beautiful. But of course, we already have a robot that's too beautiful for show. Anyways, Scorcher pinning the War Spiders in the corner. I think the Pulverizer is attacking code 6. And the orange and red one is code 51.
That is very clever.
Anyways, Scorcher. They got themselves stuck in the shelf, but they're free. Scorcher making sure that the War Spiders don't attack him, but oh, of course the War Spiders don't do nothing. You thought I was gonna say this something. Anyways, Scorcher trying to attack. They got number 51 in their clutchins. They're shoving him toward the shelf. Can they maybe flip him over? They can't self-right. It's 2023, and one of the robots has been flipped over. And now I think they're trying to go after number 6. Is it number 6 or is it number 9? Yeah, it's 6. I'm definitely sure. Scorcher grabbing a hold of number 6. Can they maybe flip him over? It's the year 2023. You should have a self-righter at this point. Jeez. And, well, they flipped, I believe, they flipped number 6. Scorcher takes the W. You may have thought that went to a judge's decision, but it did not. Scorcher just about flips over the War Spiders. They could have done more damage, but their saw unfortunately did not actually spin. It actually did have some problems, but it's still spinning, as got word from the team just now. Anyways, next up, it's Sawblaze versus Quarter Pounder. Man, I can't wait to eat that burger. 3, 2, 1, act. Let the battle begin. Sawblaze versus Quarter Pounder. Quarter Pounder with a big hit onto Sawblaze. Quarter Pounder up to speed, does a big hit to Sawblaze's front, knocking off the front fork off of Sawblaze. It's probably going to do the same thing, and it does. Sawblaze. Oh! That is a huge hit from Quarter Pounder, launching Sawblaze. Oh my god! I think Quarter Pounder is probably the most destructive ever. Well, so far, we still have some more robots that are capable of kicking rear end. Sawblaze, getting in underneath his Quarter Pounder. Quarter Pounder with a nice hit onto the back of Sawblaze. Sawblaze, they haven't shown much of that hammer saw yet. Another big hit by Quarter Pounder. But another thing I forgot to mention of Quarter Pounder, they have serious gyro issues. Like that, for instance, Poppy gets self up. It's just like either Ripperoni or Uppercut from Battlebots, always having gyro issues. Anyways, both robots still up to speed. I think a piece has been removed off Quarter Pounder and delivers a nice hit to the front of the back of Sawblaze. Sawblaze, they gotta be careful. Sawblaze with another huge hit by Quarter Pounder. Poppy gets self again and a few times. Sawblaze getting away. Getting themselves stuck in the shelf. That's not good. Sawblaze, they gotta be careful. And they've been launched again by Quarter Pounder. Jeez. I thought this robot's diet would be crazy, but no. Quarter Pounder, they're a hard-hitting robot. If they can face a robot that's taller than itself. And it does work. Big hit by Quarter Pounder again. Sawblaze, they're having issues trying to get off the side wall. Another big hit by Quarter Pounder. Quarter Pounder, oh my god. This robot can make history of the most destructive robot ever. Sawblaze, they gotta do some more damage. They're at least winning in aggression. Maybe control, but Quarter Pounder are winning in terms of obviously damage. And they got themselves into the corner again. And Sawblaze making sure, or they're moving on tight. Quarter Pounder hitting the wall again. Another big hit by Quarter Pounder, popping Sawblaze. They gotta be careful, Sawblaze. They could be flipped over. They can't self-right, and they've been flipped. And Quarter Pounder, and the countdown is on. Quarter Pounder is gonna get 3 points. Man. That fight was beautiful. I never expected Sawblaze to actually lose. They did pin up a good fight, but unfortunately, they fell to the massive, well, chunk in Quarter Pounder. Quarter Pounder and Scorcher are tied with 3, so that fight's gonna be last for the second round. But for now, it's Sawblaze and the War Spiders. 3, 2, 1, activate. Let the bot battle begin. Sawblaze getting underneath the War Spiders, flipping number 6, and flipping number 51. That was quick. And well, that's what happens. You face a deadly salt slash and burn robot, you defeat some arachnids that are literally almost bigger than you. Next up, we got the real hammer saw Scorcher taking on Quarter Pounder. 3, 2, 1. Up, battle begin. Scorcher and Quarter Pounder up to speed. Scorcher ramming into Quarter Pounder. Quarter Pounder gets himself stuck. Oh, that's not good for Quarter Pounder. They can be counted out. No! I love this guy! Okay, good. They're free. Scorcher trying to get back up to speed, hitting the top of Quarter Pounder's spinner. Quarter Pounder still spinning up to speed. And it does look like Scorcher is having some issues trying to land a big hit to Quarter Pounder. Big hit there from Quarter Pounder. And onto the back saw of Scorcher goes Quarter Pounder. Spinning back up to speed. Scorcher, I think their saw has stopped again. Big hit. I thought something broke off. Or maybe it's just me. Scorcher suffering a lot of damage right now. But they don't seem to be moving. And the countdown is on. Quarter Pounder wins. How destructive can that fight even be? Scorcher, they literally had the advantage and they just stopped. Well, still Scorcher and Sawblaze are tied, so they're going to face each other in the final round. Well, just to see who actually does get to move on. War Spiders, absolutely no chance of them making to the bracket. But anyways, we got the War Spiders versus Quarter Pounder. 3, 1, activate.
Let the bot battle begin. I'm sorry, War Spiders, you're not gonna win this. Well, it's been nice seeing him. Oh! That is a huge hit! Launching the code number 6 across the arena. Oh my god. Quarter Pounder. They are destined. Oh, and they're recoiling off the floor. And again. Just like when I talked about that gyro effect previously, now they get themselves stuck on the shelf. They turn off their spinner to hopefully get themselves out. Does it work, maybe? It does. Quarter Pounder getting back up to speed. And now get a hit, number 51, toward the legs. Big hit! And that's gonna be it. Quarter Pounder.
Cease. Wow. Now we have our third robot going undefeated. First is Flippy, second is Hypershock, and now it's Quarter Pounder. Jeez, this fight is gonna... Jeez, they're gonna have a hard time with the top seeding. But now it's time for the moment you've been waiting for. The duel of the hammer saws. As we got Scorcher versus Sawblaze. Let us begin. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Let the bot battle begin. Scorcher and Sawblaze, the only 2 remaining hammer saws to go. Sawblaze shedding its forks. Why are they doing that? Scorcher, they can't really get up to speed. That's an immediate red flag. It's always the little things. Okay, why the flip am I referencing Chick-fil-A? I can go for some. Oh! There goes the back fork on Scorcher. Sawblaze, they are literally killing Scorcher, but Scorcher continues to work in on control. Sawblaze is barely working. And now it looks like both of them are stuck. Scorcher stops. But Sawblaze still trying to get away. But we're going to have to go with an unstick.
3, 2, 1, activate.
And let the bot battle resume. Scorcher, they have stopped. Sawblaze doing their best. I think they could get themselves at 6 points. And they do.
Cease. I think Quarter Pounder has what it takes to become the most dangerous robot in this entire roster. They come up the third undefeated robot with 9 points, along with Flippy and Hypershock. Sawblaze get themselves at 6 points. A bit mediocre, but still enough to make up to the top 32. But anyways, next up for Heat J, we have some Battlebots All-Stars with Bronco, Deathroll, Tombstone, and Witch Doctor. Stay tuned for that, and we'll see you next episode.